fucking, what, 2 days? Nancy said some shit about them. They said Nancy's racist. Nancy fired back, your people are racist. Fucking Donald Trump, not satisfied to just let the hounds eat each other. No. He's got to jump into the pit and go, no, boys. Chew on me for a while. Or girls in this instance. But I figured if you, whatever. So, dumbass tweets over the weekend. And you have to get the wording right? Because of course, there's two different things entirely being said. There's what he said, which holds its own meaning, and then what they hear and tell everybody he said, which now changes the whole fucking thing. Remember when it was, when you're a millionaire, these women, they come after you like, duh, they let you do anything. You kiss them, grab them by the pussy, doesn't even matter. They'll let you do whatever. You got enough money, right? He says that, making an obvious comment on fucking gold diggers. Let's see. Donald Trump. A man who is known for money. Like Donald Trump. Money. It's what you think. You think, oh, rich guy. Yeah, Donald Trump, big money. Probably not hanging around a whole lot of stand-up ladies. I don't know. Probably winds up thrust into situations where there's a lot of fucking women who are looking for a dude with a shit ton of money, because what they want is a shit ton of money. What they have to offer is, yeah, you can grab my pussy if you want, because that's about as good as it gets. Right? It's not like they have amazing skills. It's not like they're going to be like, oh, well, if you marry me, we can work on the business together. I got a lot of savvy as far as selling real estate and whatnot. I bet you I could triple your fucking income. I imagine he would be like, ha, and you're pretty too. Okay. I'm fine not grabbing you by your pussy if we can, make this a profitable union. Right? Where the fuck, what am I even talking about? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Anyways, so Donald Trump sends out a tweet that says, this is verbatim, paraphrasing because I did not commit it to memory. It wasn't that ridiculous. But still, goddammit. He said, it seems like, essentially, it seems like these people hate this country. You hate this country so much, why don't you go back where you came from, fix things there, and then when you come back, tell us how you did it. Right? That's what he's saying. Essentially, what he's saying is, if you think shit is so bad here, why don't you go to the countries where all the people are fleeing to come here, fix shit there, and then tell us how you did it. I think he's more making the point, why don't you actually do something constructive and fix something, show us how it's all done, right? I think that's more the point he's making. However, what they heard was, why don't all of you N-words go back to the country you came from? Right? Like that's what they heard. That's not what he said. That's what they heard. So now, they're having fucking press conferences to inform everybody about how what we should do is we should just be better than it all and impeach it. he said something about me that I misconstrued because I didn't want to actually pay attention to what he was critiquing, which was my shit. My shitty fucking ideas, my dumb fuckery. So instead, what I'm going to focus on is the dog whistle of go back where you came from. Let's bitch about it for a half an hour. We'll take turns. And they all came out and took turns going, oh, it's just terrible what he said. I'm so upset and hurt. I didn't pay attention to what he was really saying, but it sounded to me like he said a bad word to me. Called me a bad name. So, as we distract from the issues by pointing out Donald Trump distracting from the issues, let's go back to the issues that we want to talk about. You guys were talking about things we didn't want to talk about. So we're going to distract from that by being very upset with Donald Trump being a distraction. We're going to use him as a diversion. And through that, we're going to talk about how he's racist and he's separating children and we need to impeach him. Because that's what we want to talk about. It's like standard girlfriend stuff, man. It is. No. You're winning. Let's go back around to how you're a piece of shit. Fucking every time. Okay, we'll play this game again because I worked you back the first way the one time. You don't think I can do it again? I always loved playing that game because I just wheel them around in circles. Make it last all fucking night. And then I'd go, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. And then I'd go to bed. And pray for a quick death with not much pain. Knowing that wasn't going to happen. It's not how girls do you. Anyways, again, what the fuck? So, I'm very annoyed with Donald Trump. I'm not annoyed with the children. They're doing what's expected of them. They're being obnoxious as fuck. It's expected of them. I'm not annoyed with them. Why would I be annoyed with them? I knew going in what I was getting. Right? I only made it up to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She said she wasn't going to be very long. Then she made a joke. Then she took a very long, me-like pause. Let's take a deep breath. And then she went into a story about her childhood, and I went, all right, fuck all this shit. I'm like, all right, I'm done. No, and I couldn't listen anymore. But I listened to the one lady, Presley, whoever the fuck Presley, I don't know. I still don't know her name. She still isn't so far gone to me that I know who she is, right? And I listened to Ilhan Omar. And I couldn't fucking take the rest of it. So, whatever. But it's like, dude, when your enemies are eating... Alright, look. I am not a good businessman. If you've ever seen pretty much everything I do with this channel, I'm not a good businessman. I don't promote myself. I don't try and get out there. I don't try and get on people's channels. You know what I mean? I'm always waiting for an invite, but I don't fucking care if I get one or not. You know, like I'm willing to talk to just about anybody. The only difference is whether or not you're going to be on my channel or whether I'm going to insist on being on yours, right? And I like to phrase it that way because it doesn't sound like, yeah, I don't want you on my channel and I'm not willing to platform you, but I'll be more than happy to go on your platform and rip you apart. You know, that kind of a thing. Nevertheless, I will work with anybody. I don't give a shit. It's just what venue. It's the only thing that matters to me. So, right? But I don't. I have all this comedic talent that everybody tells me I have. And I'm criminally undersubbed and all this whatnot. And I'm like, cool. Glad people think that. I've got a sponsor that I can't advertise for. But I could put a lot more effort into it. But I know nobody's gonna buy anything, so I just go. I've been trying to pimp it for years now, and so I don't know. I don't know what I'm a terrible businessman, right? I'm bad at it. I admit it. And I admit it fully with everybody who tries to work with me. There have been quite a few sponsors that have said, hey, we want you to pimp our stuff. And I go, first thing you got to know, I am terrible at everything you're about to ask me to do. I ain't going to sell you shit, most likely. That's if you're lucky. If you're not lucky, I could crash your whole fucking business. I don't know what to tell you. Really watch my content and see what I've done for my other sponsor. If you think that's what you want to do, cool. I'm willing to talk from there, but I'm going to be up front with you. I suck at this shit, so give me scripts and expect them to be poorly read, or you probably don't want to work with me. And I never hear from them again. Not surprising, but I'm fucking honest with people, man. I'm not going to screw somebody over or get into something and then get in trouble because I'm not keeping up my end of whatever contract I had to sign. You know, like And even with my sponsor I had now, contracts were sent over. And I looked over one and I said, I'm fine with all that. And then I looked over the other one and I said, you're going to have to strike this entire paragraph, this line, this here, this here. I was like, I'm Swiss cheesing this whole fucking thing because no way I'm signing that. And she was like, all right, we'll sign the one. That's the one I'm concerned with. Fuck the other one. I trust you. And I was like, cool. And that's how we do business. Right? All of the non-disclosure things, I signed. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to give up trade secrets. I swear. But all the others, that's all. No. That's how I do business. Shit businessman. Donald Trump, not like me. He's a good businessman. Man knows fucking business. I bet you sell it crazy like. Right? Fucking give him the goddamn thing, he'll fucking sell it. Man knows business. I, however, am very steeped in politics. I love politics. Ever since I was a young lad, my favorite role-playing game, people have asked me, you play D&D and stuff like that? Yeah, I did. But I was always more interested in Vampire. Vampire the Masquerade. That was my fucking game. You want to know why? It wasn't hack and slash. It wasn't all just rolling dice to see what happens. It was politics. And it was talking. Like you actually had to role-play. That was what was fun. And when I found out about LARPing, live action role playing, vampire, oh fuck yeah, I'm way down with that. Make my vampire character up and just go around and talk to people. Me and Dennis, man, we used to do that shit all the time back in the day. Dennis did it for longer than I did, where we wound up doing it together, where we wound up meeting actually. But yeah, like. Fucking, I came in like a fucking hurricane into that place. They didn't know what to make of me because I was a role player. I had more fun with that shit. Me and Dennis used to have a competition to see how long consecutively you could go to game and never throw a test. Just talk your way through everything. And we did, man. We had the two of us teaming together destroyed quite a few games in that little group. Like we were wrecking balls, man. We could just outplay anybody. Politics, so much fun. Small group politics, love that shit. And when you can go crazy and out there with it, like in a vampire game, well, it's a lot of fun. But it's where I honed my skills. It's where I learned all that you see around you. It's where I learned how to do all of what I do here. This is all this talking. Figuring shit out, critical thinking, doing the politic thing, right? All came from that. Donald Trump, not like me. That motherfucker doesn't know a good goddamn thing about how to politic his way out of a goddamn paper bag. He has surrounded himself with amazing people that has gotten him all the way to the White House. And God bless him. Not one fucking bit of that politicking with him. He was his enemy the entirety of the way, and he's still fucking doing it, and it's driving me insane. Nothing made me happier than the thought of Nancy Pelosi and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez having a civil war with each other that would ultimately destroy the Democratic Party. As in, it would tear it in half. You'd have the new Socialist Democratic Party, and you'd have the old Democratic Party, right? That I wanted that. We need that. We have to have that. So that those people can become a third party that nobody bothers to vote for because nobody wants socialism and they're never going to win. And then we go back to the Republicans and the Democrats fighting with each other again, right? You just need to throw off the dross every couple fucking 100 years or whatever. It's getting about that fucking time again. We did that shit with the Tea Party and the Republicans. And then they became the new Republican Party. All the Republicans said, everybody loves the Tea Party, so I guess we'll evolve. And then all the old Republicans became the new Tea Party. And now they're fucking pretty much that. Right? They're just the Republicans. But the Democrats are either going to become the Socialist Party or they're going to toss that shit off. I wanted to see them toss that shit off. I don't want to see them become the Socialist Party because that actually gives them a chance. I wanted to see them get fucking ripped out and forgotten like the cancer they are. I was so happy. You saw me all weekend long. So happy. And then today, dumb fuck says go back where you came. And now, they're all in fucking solidarity against him again. And it's all about how he's racist. And Nancy Pelosi is going to have a goddamn House resolution about how Trump is racist. Yay! Of course, when Ilhan Omar says it's all about the Benjamin, you Jews. Oh, no, we're not going to have a resolution about how she specifically is racist. We're just going to denounce hate speech. Well, how about you just denounce hate speech this time around? Yeah, give him a pass. Right? Well, no. We have to have a House resolution saying Donald Trump's racist. Now we're all in goose step again. Right? I'm sorry, lockstep. The term is lockstep. Goose stepping is something else. My nose is running. I'll cut that out for you guys. Yeah, so now I'm wicked fucking pissed. Because I'm like, what an it should even translate into business. When your competition is eating itself, let it happen. Don't fuck that up just to make what you think is a great goddamn point. Whatever. Maybe he's just playing the different game than I am. I wanted to get rid of the socialists and just have them be forgotten. He wants to let them have the full thrust of the entirety of the second party behind them. I just think that's a bad play. I think that's a really bad fucking idea. I think the smart play was you keep every tweet you put out, make sure you sign it with, I just don't think Nancy's racist. That's all you need to do. Just put it at the end of every tweet. I just don't think Nancy's racist. That's it. That'd be fucking good enough. Make you feel good because it drive her fucking insane. And let them just fight with each other. Let it happen. Just let it happen. Sometimes, man, in business, I get it. Strike while the iron's hot. Jump in where there's a moment. Right? Just always got to have things shifting. Always got to have things moving. You always want to, right? In politics, sometimes you just got to know when to shut the fuck up